Alrighty guys, this is going to be my last review of the day. I'm about to get ready for work, so I'm going to have to do all that stuff, but I wanted to throw this one out there because this is a book that I put as my top book. Spoiler alert, I love this book. Ready for it? All New Hawkeye issue 2. Now, I don't know what I've been doing with my life. Like, I didn't read any of the Hawkeye story because honestly, I didn't really care about Hawkeye as a character. He really wasn't that big. Whenever I read an Avengers book, he was always a side character. He was just the guy who shot arrows, and then he became a major Shield member and changed his costume to just a T-shirt. And I was like, it's kind of lazy, and he's just with Shield. Like, I don't really care. So I didn't really think to read any of his books, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna read everything now because this, at least this series, is fantastic. Again, same thing. It starts off exactly where we left off. Um, it's Hawkeye and his sidekick, Hawkeye, who's the girl Hawkeye from the Young Avengers. Amazing, by the way. And they're infiltrating a Hydra base to try to find their secret weapon, which happens to be these like three telepathic Akira kids. So that's really cool because I mean I'm a huge Akira fan, and it's them escaping, it's them getting around things. We get to see Hawkeye's whole wearing an earpiece thing, his hearing aid, when it pops out in mid battle and he can't hear anything. So the whole everything goes black and white, and you see him fighting this guy, and it's just the speech bubble, huge speech bubble with nothing in it. While he's sitting there, he's like, dude, I don't understand what you're saying. Once I put this thing in, then you can talk to me about bullshit. And like, I love that. I love when comics do stuff like that. When they go into, deep into actual comic humor. Like, that's really awesome for me. Also, we get the flashbacks, which bring in color. So before these flashbacks that I was talking about early in the last review, we got to see it was all watercolored, but it was mainly purples and some blues. This, because they're entering the circus, we get more colors to it, and it's beautiful. I love how they do this. It's wonderful. And then whenever the father character, who is kind of this bad person in issue 1, whenever he enters the screen, you see it kind of fills up as red. Like, I think that's genius. You kind of just understand the tone just by looking at the colors of it. I think that's great. And they blend the whole past and present really well in this story, having it link up perfectly, not really having it feel forced, kind of like how the show Arrow does. But this is a beautiful way of doing it, and this is fantastic. Like, it's brought me to actually love the character Hawkeye. So I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna buy the Marvel Select Hawkeye figure because of this book. Like, I think it's that good. But again, that's my opinion on it. This was my favorite out of the entire week that I've read. This is the 5 out of 5 out of everything, especially the Ultimate Spider-Man ending. But yep, this is beautiful. Go out, pick it up if you haven't. Even if you don't like this character, pick it up. Definitely, if they're gonna make the movie of Hawkeye at any time, base it off of this Hawkeye, not who we have in the movies already. Just change him up completely. They did it in the comic books. They changed him completely to make this character. Do the same thing with the actor. That's all I'm saying. Also hire somebody new. But nothing against the guy who plays Hawkeye. It's just he looks nothing like Hawkeye. So this is somebody they should bring in. They should actually have that be a tie-in. He like passes the mantle down to some new kid, and that not kid, but some new guy, and that guy happens to also be competing against Kate Bishop, who is like, well, I want to be Hawkeye too. That'd be an amazing movie. But again, that's that. This is this. I'm about to go take a shower, do my thing, and that's all I've got for you guys.